Hello, YouTube. It's Victor from TRADEPRO Academy, and we've got yet another video for you guys today. In today's video, we are actually going to talk about a pretty controversial topic here, and it is the one thing to use to beat the markets. Now, I know a lot of people might think, wow, it's impossible to beat the markets, but on a daily basis, on a weekly and yearly basis, we have people out there that consistently return outrageous numbers and actually do manage to beat the market. And in terms of beating the market, what I mean is return more than the general index. Now, quick reminder for you guys, if you guys want to learn order flow trading, we do have a free course. Drop a click down on in the description below. So we've got a link for the description for a free order flow trading course where we teach you everything that we have in our course about order flow trading with a footprint and inventory. Take advantage of the market by seeing within the candles to actually see how many people are buying and selling with these quick free tricks. Now, let's go ahead and get started. If you guys haven't subscribed, please click that subscribe button, drop a like, and hit us up with a comment. What would you like to see next? And let's go ahead and get started with this video. So I know everyone tells you it's impossible to beat the markets. You can't beat a benchmark. That's why we do have passive income funds, ETFs, that have emerged and have actually obliterated a lot of the active funds and active fund managers, because all they do is follow the directional movement of the market when picking for their investors or traders, whatever it may be. Their recommendations are very passive for actively managed funds. Now, a lot of people may tell you it's impossible to beat the markets, but on a daily basis, we have prop traders across the world, day traders, stock traders, whatever it may be, even swing traders that return substantial returns on an annual basis that do surpass, let's say, the S&P 500 benchmark. So it is very much possible to beat the market and return higher returns. And I will give you a little quick trick and tip on how to do so and how a lot of people out there actually do so. It's very, very simple, and you guys might be upset when you actually hear it because you probably know it, maybe just don't apply it, but here it goes. And that quick trip and tip for you guys is being able to actually read the markets and understand them and follow a set of rules consistently day in and day out to actually return those gains. Now, what I mean by that is market structure at its simplest: price action. A lot of you guys may have heard about this, know about it, implement it, but don't implement it effectively. So you have to have a set of rules, a set of personal rules that you go through day in and day out, following that super basic, easy, simple little trick of market structure. I know a lot of people may be shaking their heads like, wow, this is the trick. Well, yeah, being able to read any market, any trend through simple market structure, understanding how markets move given your daily time frame, whether you're a swing trader or a day trader, will give you a substantial advantage in the markets and being able to actually beat those markets. Knowing with a certain degree of probability where the trend may go, where price action may go. I'm not saying it's going to be 100% guaranteed, but you do increase that probability of being able to predict the next movement in the market exponentially. So just understanding and reading basic market structure is that key. And we do have an incredible course embedded in TRADEPRO Academy about market structure. But if you guys want to check that out, there's going to be a link in the description. I'm not going to talk about that too much, but the basic general understanding of market structure, being able to read trends and having a set of rules to follow, is going to change your lives trading. So what we're going to do is set up a quick little screen view of Sierra charts here. We're going to pop it up here in the corner, and we're going to show you exactly what we mean and give you some in-depth rules of how to actually follow the market structure and get a clear understanding of how you could beat the market with these simple rules. So let's go ahead and take a look. So right here on the screen, you can see this is a larger view of a 10-tick chart. So a 10-tick chart is a 10-tick range chart, which identifies 10 ticks of movement here on the S&P 500 that we use to day trade. And following this market structure becomes pretty simple to understand how to actually predict with a higher probability of what your next best trade is. That's rule number one. Rule number one is your next best trade. Identify two levels at least where you're going to look for your next best trade idea that increase the probability. So if we're in the direction of the trend, and I grab some of these tools right here, you can see slight downturn on a macro view. So the macro view, what we're going to call is the 10-tick chart here. Slight downside turn. You can see we just passed this previous resistance point, meaning that we could be looking for long ideas above this level. So that's the whole point. 10-tick structure. Number 2, identify the macro trend, and then you drop down into the micro trend. So the micro trend looks like we're building up some kind of bull bias right here. We managed to pop through this resistance level and then continuation down in it. And now from here, we get a lot of rotations and a potential press back to that high right here for a continued move above that. So if structure holds true and the trend holds true, what we're identifying is levels that we need to see the trend hold and the continuation of that move. So you identify right away, we break the downside trend above a previous high, higher highs, higher lows means uptrend. And from there, we follow that trend. Where is the rotation back into that support that was once resistance? So we can go with rule number 3. We drop down into the microstructure into a 4-tick and we identify those rotation levels where price could pull back. So we follow the trend until the trend breaks. Now, how do we know if the trend will break or it will hold? We'll look into some order flow. Now, for order flow tools, again, first we're following market structure, and we got that free course down in that description if you want to learn more about order flow. We identify rotations at those key support structures. You can see them right here pretty evidently, right around here, right where that support structure is. You can see the rotations that hold out support. That means there is a fight between the buyers and sellers. Now, if I transition this into the 4-tick, you can see our next step right here. You can see that these rotations line up pretty well right here. This was the previous broken resistance area turn support right here. And we drop back down, pull back, rotations indicating buying interest. And now we could see a potential move back to the upside. So beating the markets involves understanding how to read market structure. If you guys want to learn more, we've also got a live course on YouTube. Sign up for that. You can see it in our previous videos or description there. And we've used market structure to actually identify those high probability trades. Now, this is a quick, really simple video that identifies the rules and market structure that you need to be using if you want to stand a chance in this market and actually yield higher returns. Now, this is Victoria from TRADEPRO Academy. I hope everyone enjoyed this short little video. Drop a like, comment down below, and tell me what you guys want to see next. Do you guys want to see us do more live order flow, or do you guys want to see us do more live market structure? What do you need to become a more intelligent and well-rounded trader? Let us know, and we'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to check us out at TradeProAcademy.com. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.